taking the most viral beauty products and making them giant. Starting with a beauty product that has been so incredibly viral the last couple of years, the Starface Pimple Patches. This is also kind of a review of sorts because are these products viral just because of good marketing, or are they really so good that they're worth supersizing? Oh my god. These pimple patches have become very viral, and a big part of it is because a lot of celebrities and influencers have been seen just like wearing them, even wearing them on camera sometimes. Oh, and I just think the packaging is so adorable. So these are great for one singular pimple, but I had the thought, what if you have an entire breakout all over your face? Can we make a giant pimple patch to cover like your whole cheek? We're gonna try today. I'm turning this first aid kit into our giant case, and I would say this turned out a pretty good match. We also added a little mirror to the inside. As far as these actual little patches go, the only active ingredient is a little bit of salicylic acid, which is meant to help dissolve your dead skin cells and unclog your pores. Okay, here is our giant patch. It's so cute. Takes up literally half of my face. Okay, this is just paper though, so how are we gonna get it to stick to my face? Well, Band-Aid, like the brand, has these Hydro Seal acne blemish patches, but they don't actually have any active ingredients in them, which is weird. So I'm gonna put these patches on the back of my cute blue star, and then we're also gonna add some salicylic acid too. And I think it'll work just like a giant star face. It's all done and it's so cute. All that's left to do now is test it. As you can see, I have a little bit of a breakout on my cheek. So I'm gonna stick this to my cheek and wait until morning to see if I wake up with clear skin. We have 9 more beauty products that we're turning giant, but as we make them, I'm gonna need somewhere to store them. So let me introduce you to my makeup bag. It's the Baze brand, and we wanna make a giant version, of course. So I had this just like extra camera equipment bag laying around, and we thought this was the perfect size and shape to turn into a giant Baze bag. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I think it's all gonna fit, and then we even have a mirror on the inside. We gotta add our branding. Baze, don't sue me, I'm just a really big fan. And our giant makeup bag wouldn't be complete without some big brushes, a big makeup poof, and a giant beauty blender. Okay, last video I got this beauty blender and it's pretty big. I wouldn't consider it giant though. So I'm gonna try to make one. I'm gonna try to carve one out of this big sponge. Wish me luck. Okay, so this is maybe gonna take a while, but the reason that I want some giant beauty tools is because at the end of this video, I'm gonna be attempting to do my makeup with all of my giant beauty products that I made. And we're gonna bring back some of the giant beauty products from the previous video and hopefully make a beautiful look. And I need a blender. After hours of carving, it looks pretty good. We just have one more step, and it's to create that like sharp cut on one side. Not bad. Any of my crafty friends out there, if you have any ideas of how to get my beauty blender smoother, let me know in the comments, because this is about as good as we can get it. Our next viral product is more like a viral brand, Glow Recipe. Pretty much everything they do is just all over the internet. And these are specifically the watermelon dewdrops. And how cute is this packaging in this little like drop shape with the iridescent? It's so good, but it's so expensive. $43 for this tiny little thing. Obviously the packaging is like the most important part of this product. So we had the idea to use like a soap bottle and paint it pink. I think it's a cute shape. The only thing that's missing from this is it's not quite that like holographic iridescent that the mini one is, but I think I have a solution to that. And then we have to have the iconic lid. So for that, we brought back a material that we used a lot in our last video, some PVC. Painted it pink, and how cute is that? Okay, we just have to get the iridescent of it all, and then it's gonna be perfect, and then we're gonna make the product to go inside. So my idea to make it iridescent is call upon the hollow taco gods. I think this will work if I just do like a layer of maybe this shimmery, really, really light pink holographic. Let's see if it works. That is totally gonna work. Okay, she's iridescent and pearly. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now all that's left to do is stick the cute little label on, and then we're gonna get going on our actual serum.
That's so good.
So my original idea for the product was just to like get a whole bunch of these glow recipes and put it in the giant container because I know I'll use it. But here's the problem. This is approximately 1 ounce. Our big bottle is 16 ounces. So if I wanted to fill this, I would need approximately 16 of these, and that equals $640. So we're not doing that because that is an expensive moisturizer. You can get these glow recipe refills for $6 cheaper. So I got a bunch of those, so that's gonna help, but we've still got a lot of ounces to fill. So I looked up the main ingredient in this stuff, and it's actually this propendiol. It's basically like straight moisturizer, so that's gonna take up some of the space. And then the main active ingredient in these dew drops is niacinamide, and so I got some of that. It also has a little bit of hyaluronic acid, so we got some of that as well. And then finally, part of what makes this stuff so great is the amazing watermelon smell. So we also have food grade watermelon extract. Hopefully it smells good. And it's not just taste, actually. I didn't really think about that. Okay, this is gonna be great. So I'm gonna mix everything together in my bowl here, and then we're gonna dump it in our giant skincare bottle. I feel good about this. Okay, let's see if it works. It does. Oh, and it smells perfect. Hopefully the rest of our giant products go as well as that one did. Tyler!
Make sure to subscribe if you want more fun, crafty videos like this one. And if you're watching on TV, all you have to do is swipe up on your remote and click over to my little face over there and hit subscribe. Nice and moisturized.
This next product is viral mostly because of TikTok, and it is these Rio de Janeiro sprays. And I feel like the most popular ones are the 62 orange one. I think this is like vanilla-y. And then I also see this pink 68 one a lot, and that's what we're gonna be making. Okay, so this one is Cherry Rosa. I don't think I've ever had this one. Curious what it even smells like. Ooh, very sweet, very florally. I like this one. So we're gonna be turning this giant. For the packaging, I was thinking spray bottle. Like you'd put cleaner and stuff in. I think it's gonna be perfect. The only not perfect thing is to make this lid. We're doing PVC again, and it doesn't fit over this spray top. So we found a different type of top. It's this one. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. Okay, back to the packaging though. So I was wondering, is the product pink or is the packaging pink? And upon pouring the product out, it is obvious that it's definitely the packaging that's pink. So we gotta figure out how to turn this bottle a little bit pink. I tried painting the container with pink nail polish, but it was so streaky. So we ended up mixing Mod Podge and a little bit of paint, and it turned out much better. Okay, but to really bring this all together, we have to add our branding to the front of it. Now to add our product. So they make these sprays pretty big. So I basically just got a few of these and we're gonna fill it up. Good thing I like the smell of this because I bought so much of it. Can you imagine if I didn't like it? Just like that, I'll never have to buy perfume ever again. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It looks so accurate. I love this. Okay, I feel like we need to test it out. Man, just like one spray a day is all I need. Wow. It's because this is like one of those continuous spray things. I'm obsessed with this. It's so cool. This was a win. Our next product is a viral brand that I feel like kind of came out of nowhere a little bit the last year or two. This Tower 28. And this is what I'm picking for our concealer. I just think the packaging of these is so cute. I actually don't think I've really used their foundation and concealer before, but people seem to really like it. For the packaging for this, you may have guessed, we're using our favorite material, PVC. And here is what we ended up with. It's gonna be so good. Okay, so I'm gonna add our little Tower 28 logo to the front of it, and then we're gonna put our product into it. And I feel like this is gonna work so well because on the inside, we put a paint roller. It's literally like a little concealer stick. It's gonna be great. So the thing about Tower 28 is it's not very cheap. How many ounces is in this? 0.2. What is concealer really? It's basically just foundation, but a little bit lighter than your actual shade. I got some Tower 28 foundations in a light shade, and we're just gonna dump a bunch of these into here. This is gonna take a minute. It's still better than our last foundation we made that was in the glass bottles. Oh my gosh, that was impossible to get out. So we appreciate a squeezy tube. Okay, it's empty. Oh my gosh, I actually can't wait for our makeover. Pretty accurate, I think. Welcome back, our giant foundation. Also, who does this color match? Because it's not me.
So we're gonna have to add some lighter foundation into here. Foundation on, and we blend it with Giant Beauty Blender. It's working. And once this is all blended, it's time for our giant concealer. This brush is so big. Here, maybe forehead. Now we blend it. That works so well. By the way, yes, I am sick again, which is so annoying because I was literally sick 2 videos ago, but thank you for everybody in the comments that was concerned about me. Just really can't catch a break this year, though. Really get in there. Okay, we have a pretty good base.
So you might remember our giant Fenty Beauty highlighter stick that we made in the last Giant Beauty video.
Oh. I love it.
Well, the next thing that I felt like was missing from our makeup routine is a contour stick, and Fenty makes those too, of course. So we're basically doing a super similar thing to this one. This is like meant for deodorant or something, and then we just cover it in a Fenty-esque color, add our branding, and we're doing the same with our contour. A little bit darker paper, we're gonna add our branding, and then I have a bunch of these matte contour skin sticks that we're going to be melting and putting in here. Okay, I feel like this product was more viral like a couple years ago, but it's definitely stuck around. And I feel like this was one of the first Fenty products to really go viral. Okay, so I got a bunch of these sticks in the shade Amber. This is pretty. It's like a really good, just neutral color. And now we ruin them. I always feel kind of bad doing this. Hopefully we got enough. And now we melt it. Okay, tell me why it turned into literally milk chocolate. All right, now that we have our molten contour, we are gonna dump it in our container. Similar to an actual makeup product, this package is about halfway full of product. Okay, I'm gonna let it cool, and then once it cools, we can roll it up, and we should have a beautiful contour stick.
Okay, time to see how our contour turned out. Ooh, it looks nice. We just need to roll it up. Oh my goodness, this is great. Okay, now we just contour and blend. It actually worked. It did. Oh my goodness. I love this color too. Not bad.
Okay, a few extra steps using some of our previously made giant makeup. My giant highlighter
And our giant setting powder to set everything in place. And then our giant blush, which I'm still obsessed with the color of this. It turned out so good.
In our last Giant Beauty video, we made an entire eyeshadow palette, and it was so much work, but it turned out so cute. But there is a specific eyeshadow that I'm interested in making today that has been all over the internet, and it is this Too Faced Disco Crush eyeshadow. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, so the eyeshadows themselves look so pretty. Glittery, iridescent, but also I just really like the packaging. I like the shape of it. It looks like a little like diamond kind of, and then the gold writing. I just think these are so fun. So we don't need an entire palette, but I thought it would be cute to make one of these little singles. Let's make a giant one. Obviously this packaging is so unique. I wanted this exact shape, and on Amazon they had, isn't it perfect? I think these are meant for like cookies and crackers and stuff, but it's gonna be great for our eyeshadow. And then these are really interesting. So they have like the pan in the middle, and then surrounding it is just this kind of like clear, solid plastic. We made a little circle for our tin, and then just kind of filled the sides with some resin. And I think it's gonna be so cute once the product is in it. I'm gonna add some branding to the lid, and our packaging is gonna be good to go. Last video, we scraped and scraped and scraped to make our eyeshadow, but this time we are gonna be cosmetic chemists and actually make this eyeshadow from scratch. I'm really excited. We found these kits. Make your own eyeshadow. Okay, so it's meant to be like a whole bunch of little pans, but clearly we're just trying to make one big one. So I think these colors that it came with are gonna be perfect. And here's the color we're trying to recreate. It's like a silvery pink. Ooh, with maybe a little tiny bit of gold in it. We're gonna see if we can get it spot on. Wait, this is the scoop. Ooh. So that's gonna require a lot of scoops. Let's just get our color perfect first, I think, and then we'll figure out the science after. So we're gonna need pretty much all of our pink, I think. Maybe 2 silvers to start. Gosh, it's kind of purpley the more that I look at it. So we'll do 1 purple. Let's mix it and see how that's looking. Honestly, the color's pretty spot on. It's just not shimmery enough. Yes! Oh my gosh, this is the solution. I've had this forever. It's just this glitter that's meant for cereal, but it's like this iridescent silver, and I think this is gonna save the day, actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna use all of these, and I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, if you can eat it, it's probably safe to put on your eyes, right? I think that's as close as we're gonna get. Okay, now we just have to figure out how to get it an eyeshadow consistency. Okay, the instructions are basically to add this until it feels like damp sand. So we're basically making kinetic sand eyeshadow. I feel like it's pretty ready to stamp down now. Honestly, based on the color that's all over my fingers, I kind of think we nailed it. But when I do my makeup with it, we will actually side by side swatch it and see how close we actually got. Okay, now we just let it dry. I didn't fill it all the way to the top, but honestly, that might be better just for a mess standpoint. So bad news about our adorable little eyeshadow. It's been 2 days and it's still really wet. I put too much of the binder stuff, but I wonder if I can just like soak some of it out and then it might be usable. Wait. Oh my gosh, it still works. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm just gonna put this all over my whole lid, and then I'll still use some of our old colors maybe to add to it a little bit. Let's see how close we got the colors. Okay, the Too Faced one is definitely sparklier, but color-wise, I think we got it spot on. I think I'm gonna do some of this darker purple in the corner. Oh my gosh, I love that this works so well after all this time. Okay, there's our eyeshadow look. It's so great. The next step in our beauty routine is brow gel, and I couldn't like find a specific viral brow gel, so I went to Sephora's website and I just searched by bestseller, and this is one of the ones that came up. Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. But packaging, once again, PVC pipe spray painted, this cute metallic-y pink. It's so good. All right, we're gonna add our branding to the side, and then I will introduce you to our brow gel, which is hair gel. I feel like it's the same thing, right? Like what else would be in here? We looked it up on the internet, and apparently brow gel is hair gel, just like a little bit diluted, because hair gel is really strong. My brows might be going nowhere for like a month after I put these on it. I didn't realize how thick hair gel is, so I'm gonna attempt to spoon it into our container. Oops. Okay, I don't want to fill it too much because we want our brush to be able to go in still. Maybe like halfway. Okay, I think that's perfect. All right, and we're using a similar mechanism to the mascara that we made last video. This brush. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, can't wait to try it later. Before I put on my brow gel, I do have my old mascara. Oh dear. It's a little crusty, unfortunately. I think we'll just skip that step. Brows. Oh jeez. Oh, you know what I've never made? I've never made a brow pencil. Maybe we're gonna have to do part 3 of this video. My brow's ever gonna recover from this. Ah! They're pretty sealed. You know, this brush is a little big to like actually shape them with, but it got the job done, I guess. Next. That was a gross sound. Our next giant beauty product might ruin our streak of everything going so well, but we need a lip liner. So I was trying to think, how do we do this in a giant way? And I remembered that they make giant pencils. So I think we can get real creative with this one and turn this into a giant lip liner. Okay, as far as a viral lip liner, I went with the Tower 28 brand again. Cute. Okay, it's just like basic pink, got the little white logo, and then this cute clear top. All right, can we do it? Can we turn this into that? Not only do they make giant pencils, actually, but they make giant colorful pencils. So I think this is gonna be perfect. We're gonna add the logo, and then we've got a few steps to get this one to where it needs it to be after that. Okay, we're off to a good start, I think. Take it away, Scientist Hope. Okay, I'm gonna do this one a little bit backwards. We're gonna make the product that's going in it first and then figure out the packaging because I need time for this to mold and set and harden. For the middle of our lip liner, I got a ton of these little retractable lip liners. Just gonna take them apart and melt them and put them in our little mold. Okay, while that is cooling, let's move on to our packaging. Obviously, eraser's gotta come off. And then this lid is perfect. It's literally kind of like the lid of our regular size one. Okay, trickiest part of this is gonna be to get this lead out. No way, that was so easy. Okay, I'm still gonna like drill into it a little bit to make sure to get all of the lead out, but ready for the lip liner. The mold is hardened. Now it's time to try to figure out how to fit it into our pencil. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's very thick. So I think I'm gonna have to kind of carve it down to fit in here. Actually, you know what this reminds me of is like those soap cutting videos. Okay, will it work? Haha. That looks ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna carve it a little more. Oh boy. It's okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. I'm gonna stop messing with it before I accidentally break it, but it's beautiful. Okay, this kind of happened on accident, but I liked how it looked. So I'm gonna stain the entire light wood part the same color as the lip liner, and it's really gonna look like a lip liner. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was really unsure of this one, but I think we pulled it off, and I think it's actually gonna work so well, but let's see. It's so big. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Cute. Okay, the question is now, does my giant lipstick still work? I hope so, because we're like a little incomplete here. Let's see. Or did it completely dry out? It still works! No way! After all these months. It's a little hard to get real precise with it, but nice. I'm so excited for this next viral beauty product. This is gonna be our blush, and it is this Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint. I actually reviewed the like regular size version of this one over on my second channel a little while ago. It's an interesting product because it really is jelly. One of those products that looks like you should be able to eat it, but you definitely can't. And since reviewing that, I actually use this stuff every single day, mostly on my lips, and I'm so excited to make a giant one. We found this, I think it's like a mailing tube, it's just cardboard. Spray painted it pink. So we've got our lid, and then this thing is basically kind of like a push pop type mechanism, like those ice creams that we had when we were little, and that's just gonna push our jelly right up to the top. Oh dear. As for our jelly, obviously it did cross my mind to just get a ton of these, melt them down, and somehow make a giant one, but I had a better idea because you know what this stuff reminds me of? Jello. So what if we just made a whole bunch of Jello and put a whole bunch of coloring in it? I think it'll create a giant milk tint. Okay, but first let's add our branding to the packaging, of course. All done. Now time for the product. Okay, we have 3 ingredients to fill this thing up with product: strawberry Jello, food coloring, and water. We gotta figure out how to create this color, and it's pretty dark. It's kind of like a magenta-y color when you swatch it. So I'm thinking pink and purple. Oh, okay, the purple goes a long way. I feel like we immediately nailed the color. 2 cups of boiling water, add the Jello, and then add 2 cups of cold water, and then just let it harden. All right, into our milk container. How far up should I fill it? It's almost to the top. I feel like that's good, right? Now I think we stick it in the fridge and wait a few hours, and hopefully it's jelly tint. Okay, probably the moment that I'm the most excited for, to see how our jelly tint turned out. It doesn't smell as good as I thought it would. Now we push it up. Here we go. Oh my gosh. It really looks like it. That's hilarious. Okay, is it gonna stain anything is the question though. Is it doing it? Yeah. I just need to rub it in a little. No way. It's actually cuter than our blush that I had on. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy it worked. And the best part, I can eat it. It doesn't taste very good though. Maybe it's the cardboard. Yeah, not great. Possibly our most viral product of this entire video, Summer Fridays lip balm, and we are making an absolutely giant one. I can't wait. Okay, this is another one that I bought just because like everybody's talking about it, and I actually genuinely really like it. But once again, not a cheap lip balm, so in order to make one that's like 10 times bigger than this, I would have had to buy so many of these, and it just didn't make sense. So I looked into what the main ingredients are in this, and it's basically shea butter and then this thing called muru butter. I've never heard of that, but apparently it's derived from palm tree nuts. So I'm gonna take a bunch of these oils, melt them down, and hopefully it will create a lip butter for us. This is probably the most complicated packaging that we've had to make. They sell these like silicone tubes on Amazon that you can just buy. So my plan is to like cut it. We're gonna spray paint it pink, put our product in it, and then use some PVC pipe to create a lid. It's gonna I really hope it works. This is gonna be the best product of the whole video if it does. Here's how our cute pink tube turned out. It's gonna be adorable. I'm gonna get our butters melting, and then while it's melting, I'm gonna figure out this application mechanism here. Okay, and then the Summer Fridays is actually a little bit pink, so I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of color. Okay, so we made this applicator tip, but I need to drill a hole through it so that when I squeeze the product, it actually comes out. Now I just do this and then push it up, right? Oh my gosh, yes! We have an opening. Nice. After a lot of work, we have our hole, and now I just have to glue this to this, and then we can get working on the actual product. I think I'm gonna attempt to hot glue this. It's probably our best bet. And next, I have to glue our lip balm tube to the applicator. There's a solid chance all of this falls apart right now, so take a good look at our chapstick. Why does it sound like a toilet?
Oh man.
It's not falling apart yet.
Oh my gosh, look at it. It's great.
Took years off my life, but it looks so good. Okay, now it's time to add the Summer Fridays logo. Wow, it's taking off the paint and not leaving the letters. Great, just rip it off. Ta-da. We take the black one off and just leave the pink. Oh no! Dang it, it's the cutest one too. We even have a lid for it that screws on. We're gonna enjoy it while it lasts though. Let's test it. I'm gonna uncork it and apply it. Here it comes, here it comes. Oh, there it goes. Tyler! Wow. It's so nice. The actual product feels great. Dang it, I really wanted this to work so I could use it as like a body butter container for myself.
Okay, here's our final makeup look. It didn't turn out bad. Make sure to check out my other giant beauty video if you haven't seen that one yet, and we will see you guys in the next one. Say bye, YouTube.